What is up, everybody? Hey, we're doing a little bit of a different one today. I'm gonna go ahead and document what we're doing this evening, okay? And if you are into kayak fishing, or if you're interested in getting a fishing kayak, it might be fair to say that you're not looking at spending like $5,000 or $6,000. Maybe you are, and if you are, I've got plenty of content for that. But the problem is, you know, when you're first trying something out, you're not looking at making that big of an investment. And I get it. It's all relative. Everybody got a different size bank account. That's beside the point. The reality of the situation is, even for me, when I decided I wanted to jump into kayak fishing, man, I dropped $600-700 on a lifetime kayak from Dick's. I think it was on sale. And, you know, I saw at the time, right? I saw, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 kayaks. I saw the Jackson. I saw the Old Town. I saw the Hobie. I saw all those badass brands. And, you know, I didn't have the experience that would allow me to justify that stuff. And that's a problem for a lot of people. Hopefully we're going to solve some of that today. By the way, if you haven't already seen, I do a ton of content from Lifetime Kayaks. I do have a deal with them. They've sent me some stuff to do promo work with, and you know, I in the initial emails was very forward with them. I said, you know, that I was excited to partner with them on making some videos and doing some content, because you know, getting a $500-600 kayak for a first kayak, or when you're getting into fishing, it's way more realistic. So that's what we're looking at doing. Stick around. My name is Peter. This is My Chaotic Fishing. Hopefully you're as excited as I am for this one. Appreciate y'all. Well, I don't know what amount of coverage I'll be able to provide. Obviously, it's evening time here in DFW. Just a little past 8 o'clock, so traffic finally starting to die down. We're just passing Dallas North Tollway for anybody who's familiar with the DFW Metroplex. Not upset about getting it, but you know, in Facebook Marketplace, buying stuff at night, a little bit sketchy. I don't know. I went over the person's profile, tried to make sure, double check, do my due diligence, etc., etc. I think we're good to go, but y'all wish me luck. I hate even making this part of the video. All right, y'all. I don't know if you're ready. We got some stuff. We got all the accessories. We got cover with it. Gentleman's name was Peter. Also, you might have an idea. You might have an idea what I just picked up from seeing that right there. I'm gonna try to get some better lighting here for y'all. We get back to the house. You know, the wife is worried about whether or not I just got abducted or whatever the case. But man, I don't know. We got something back there. Let's see what the deal is. We'll get back to the house. Hang tight. All right, I want to do it, guys. Here is the deal. The 10.6 Angler PD from Academy, from Magellan. This thing's been on my radar for a minute, and I'll tell you why right now. Look at it. Check it out. This thing is super light. That's one-handed. I'm holding the camera with one hand and unloading the kayak with the other. Give you guys a little bit better light right here. I'm recording this at night because I'm super excited about showing it to y'all. It does have a few things that we're gonna absolutely be doing some work on. First and foremost, if you have one of these or you've been thinking about these, you guys know that little itty bitty stick of a rudder, it just doesn't have much authority. Now it's long. I mean, the length on that thing, dude, it's like, I don't know, it's like 12-14 inches long, but as you can see, it's like 2 inches thick. So I'm gonna go ahead and be doing some work to that. And it's got a couple little conveniences, right? It's got this elastic strap for a rudder holder, which I had it mounted in the back of my truck with the nose forward. So I can tell you that this little elastic band does work to hold that down. So that's super cool. A couple other things worth mentioning. The cup holders, they are open there. They're not going to hold water. You have a couple of these little areas with that foam padding, which is super nice because if you guys have seen on some of my other kayaks, I love putting that foam padding there. It's a great place to, you know, store baits that you're switching out, doing a bunch of that stuff. This thing has scupper holes kind of all over it. And the person I bought it from already had all the plugs in there. If you guys know me, I'm not a huge fan of running scupper plugs. If I get water inside of my kayak, I want it to get out as quickly as possible. And then one of the things I was most excited about, sorry for the lighting, we'll make a much better, longer, more in-depth video of this at some point in time. But one of the things I was most excited about is this pedal drive system. I do have a buddy of mine, shout out Dakota. He's got one of these, and I can tell you that it's faster on this pedal drive than my AP 120 with the 45-pound Minn Kota thrust motor. So super excited about this. It is, I'm gonna flip this over for you, so bear with me. I'm gonna see if I can do it one-handed. I'm gonna hold the camera and do it one-handed. The hull on this thing, which again, I just dropped it down, but so you guys can see, I can literally lift this thing up one-handed. I think it weighs like 45, it's like 45 pounds, 50 pounds, I don't know, something like that. I'll flip it over so you guys can see, but it does utilize a pontoon style hull. So as far as stability, that's a big thing on everybody's mind when they're purchasing a kayak. So you've got, you know, a lot of that initial stability on the outside of it, so it's not super tippy. You can see on the back here, you got plenty of room for that rudder to kick down. And then if you do have a graph, right, you can put your transducer in there and you know it's going to be completely protected. Me personally, if I run a transducer, if I run electronics on this kayak, I'm gonna remove that little protective cover right there. Obviously, it probably, I don't know, maybe it would work. Maybe it would work with a transducer in there and this cover on. I don't know, I'm very curious about that. Let me know in the comments if you know about that. I have not even read the instruction manual on this thing, but that's something I'm curious about. You can see, you know, the previous owner of this thing put a little bit of use to it, but it's a plastic boat. So one of the other things, and I'm not too worried, those scratches don't bother me. But one of the things I am excited about being able to show y'all how to make is your own keel guards using Kydex and a heat gun. Obviously you got, you know, some big points right there, and then obviously up on the nose of the kayak, and you can see, you know, I mean, this is from just getting used a couple times. This is not a knock on Academy. It's not a knock on Magellan, right? These are plastic boats. Could they have made it out of a better plastic? Yeah, sure, absolutely. But the price would have gone up. And that's, you know, that's one of the most attractive things of, you know, of this kayak. So I'm sure there are some other kayaks that this is borrowed some design features from, but you do have the big old grab handle up front, which is also a great mounting point. You do have a big hatch here, which I'm glad didn't open. I can tell you on the freeway at 75 miles an hour, whatever the speed limit is, right? It didn't open up, but looks like we got some drainage holes in there. I mean, there's scupper holes everywhere on this kayak. Kind of interesting. I think based on that design probably means we're not going to be cutting out that compartment, you know, for any type of rod storage. It doesn't quite line up, but it does have a lip there. I'm not sure. It could be a good place for a battery, but also there's tons of underseat storage, right? Because this thing mounts up onto the T-track here, which, you know, from the factory they come with metal rails. That's a huge benefit for anybody doing any type of electronics, and they do have a set up front there, again, metal rails. So man, they're mounted flat. There's a lot of things about this kayak for a lower, I don't want to say cheaper, for a lower price consumer kayak. There's a lot of things that Magellan Academy, the designers of this kayak, did right. So I'm excited about it. Hope you guys are too. Man, I've been eyeing these things since like the promotion of them first came out. Hope you're excited to see more content about this thing, see some of the things that I do with it, see some of the things that it's capable of. You know, find out what the wear and tear on it is like. This isn't like a sponsored piece of content or anything like that. This is just me doing the things that we do here on this channel. So if you want to support it, obviously you can become a subscription member. You can do that here. You can do that on Facebook. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then do that. And of course, if I post something in the future and you don't like it, just hit unsubscribe. Otherwise, get ready, because we do have some more content coming with the brand new to me Magellan 10.6 Angler PD kayak. There it is. Appreciate y'all. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying rad. Until next time, my name is Peter. This is my kayak fishing. And yeah, there we go. Impulse drive and all. You can look that up, see what other kayak companies use that, and figure out where some of the design stuff came from. Dude, I'm jacked. We got it. Let's go.